I'm going to check it on here as well. All right. Hello, everybody. Let me just make sure that we are okay. We're right here. How is everybody doing today? I'm broadcasting live from Los Angeles, and ironically, Devon, the guest that we're going to be speaking with, he lives here in LA. So crazy. We're here on spring break with my children, and so it's really awesome. So those of you who are on, we thank you guys for coming on. I know that, this is taking a part of your day, and we appreciate you spending it with us. We're not going to take too much of your time, but we have about 20 to 30 minutes that we're going to be sharing with you some little teasers of what's going to be happening at our SimplezonSeller Live Seller event. It's happening April 4th through 6th in Houston, and we have 22 amazing speakers. Last year we had about that much as well, and this year we have, like I say, some of the most incredible speakers again. And I'm super blessed and honored to have the speakers that I have. They're taking their time out from their time to come and speak with you, share with you the knowledge that they have. And so the guest that I have today for you guys is Devon Mahdi, and he actually has his own event coming up on Saturday, and I'll let him kind of mention that to you as well, because I was supposed to be at the event. It's an incredible event. If I could go, I would do everything that I could to be there. I don't know if it's still too late. He'll let you know, but he's going to have his own event on Saturday in Vegas. I was supposed to be there, but we're moving my family and such to San Antonio. Anyway, he is a master at what he does, and I've been following Devon for quite some time. Even before we even talked, and he amazes me. He has amazing live videos that you guys should follow. Not just, one of the things that I love about the speakers that I am bringing on board is they're not just really good at doing Amazon stuff or, all this e-commerce stuff, but they are just such good people. You will see on his Facebook the things that he shares. He's a godly man, and you can feel it from his heart when he shares, and I'm just so honored to have him and to be able to be here today. He did this spontaneously. Like I say, I'm on spring break trying to bring my speakers on for you guys. So Devon, welcome. And
hey Joy, how are you?
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Because there's some people who know you, some people who don't. And so.
Yeah, let's talk, everyone. So hey Joy, thanks for having me out. You guys might see my cat walking around in the background. I have a cat. I'm definitely a dog and a cat person, so if you like animals, I'm going to be good with you. And you guys just get connected with good people like Joy, get connected with good people like me. I've been in the industry selling on Amazon for about 4 years. Let's see, as of October of this year, as a matter of fact, I think it'll be 5 years. Oh my gosh. So as we get into October, since I sent in my first Amazon shipment, I had got in online like everybody else, done several different businesses, been around the block. I was raised in Washington State. If you guys want to know a little bit about my background, I was raised in Seattle. Before Seattle's like the big city it is now, that's booming, one of the best and most vibrant cities in the whole country. It was actually just starting to be established. I lived in a bad neighborhood, went through some tough stuff. I'm not going to get into detail about that, but I can tell you I've been through life. I've experienced life. I've had hard days, and I've still persevered and built a business. And I think any entrepreneur that's straight up honest, like Joy, you'll be honest, like you have a family that I don't know how you do it. Like you're wearing all these hats and you're showing yourself as a leader in the Amazon space and in the business community collectively. So you've really established yourself as a leader, and you just got to show up and do it. You got to show up and lose excuses, but also be humble enough to learn from other smart and wise people. So that's one of the things I look forward to at your event, Joy, is just sitting around and taking notes. You guys can see I study a lot. As much as I like to implement, which is the most important thing, I'm a mover and shaker, guess what's right here? Something to take notes with and a pen, because it's so practical, and just taking those notes and letting them sink in. So everybody, I think Joy will probably have pens and pads pens and notepads at the event, but certainly bring one, bring a good attitude. Those are the things that make the events magical. And just to tell you a little bit about my event, first of all, get to Joy's event. If you're on her page watching and you're considering getting a ticket, just get a ticket, buy a plane ticket, and get locked in, because her event's going to be good. It's in Houston. Houston's a booming and vibrant city too. But as far as my event, it's going to be in Vegas, guys. It's going to be this Saturday. March 16th. It's actually, we have a few people with birthdays coming up this March. So, hey, if you're looking for an excuse to get to Vegas for your birthday or something, we're going to be having my event. It's going to be high-level people teaching. I don't want to brag about my numbers, but some of you guys might be looking at who's Devon Mahdi, what are his numbers like, what does he do, what kind of data does he have? Well, the reality is, folks, I do about 200 grand a month right now with a lean business, right, in just arbitrage with just one VA and one part-time shipper. That's it.
That's amazing.
It. Bringing in full-time income, like we could get bragging about it, right? I could get really loud, and I get like that sometimes. But it just started out by that first box that was shipped in. And we go through hiccups in business on Amazon. We go through ups and downs. We go through ebbs and flows. But staying in these communities and staying plugged in with good people is how you stay elevated. Because the game changes on Amazon. Like, let's be honest, Amazon's a little more competitive, right? But Joy's been in the game a while. I've been in the game a while. I think Chris Green's going to be at this event, and the one in Houston. He's been in the game a long time. He's a very smart entrepreneur, right? You've got Tim Jordan that's going to be at Joy's event in Houston. Tim Jordan's also going to be at my event, right? So get around good, smart people. And then a lot of you folks, like a lot of us think we know a lot in business. Look, folks, I made a good income last year. Like, we could drop numbers, but it was an incredible income. And I'm still humbled because I'm learning from people that make a lot more money, or they're more seasoned in some areas of business than me, or life for that matter, right? Like, Joy, you know that, right? Like, you're seasoned, you're a skilled leader in business, but you still learn from everybody around you, and that's why you're putting on such a good event. Like, that's why people want to come, is because you've attracted high-level people that deliver value, and you've done the same. So I'm looking forward to speaking there. I've never been to Houston.
Oh, awesome.
If you have any good barbecue places, like, let's go.
Absolutely. Barbecue.
I'm down for some good food, because that's what makes the difference. Good people, good food, bring a good attitude, try to get some rest. Look, events are a place where we network. You might be excited as you go to these events, like my event or Joy's event, but get some rest and then just be yourself. Because you're going to meet people, folks, and the best way to build rapport with people is to be yourself. And you'll build organic rapport, like with Joy, or maybe with me, or maybe with other people at the conference, right? And that type of rapport over the next several years in the business community, as you come up, as you grow and you become a bigger entrepreneur, like, you might just be shipping boxes into Amazon right now, but you may find, like, hey, I'm going to be a real entrepreneur that dominates and does well over time. Like, Joy, you're coming out and you have such a strong brand, and you're known because you just decided to do it, and you're going to continue to grow. And I'm doing the same thing, right? So, folks, get in alignment with people that are leading. Like, Joy's been leading. Is this your second event, Joy, or is this your first one?
Our second. We had our first event last year. So
yeah. I didn't make it, guys. So I'm making it this year, right? And if you're invited and you're seeing this, get there this year. If it's in the practical, like, if it's in the practical actions for you guys, get to an event, because events are where you grow. Events are where you actually look at a person. You can sit down and go, hey, man, like, how much are you really making on Amazon? And I can show you my tax return, and you'd be like, whoa, boy, you making good money on Amazon. Like, or it's really not, because the strategies, guys, the products, it's very simple, right? If you have like a good circle of people, I'll just name a product. I don't know if this is going to be a good product, but this isn't the only product either. That's another thing we do when it comes to products. We want to be so emotionally invested when really it's just a product. So I think, did you see that post about the Fortnite Nerf gun?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a good product. Like, get that. But at the end of the day, guys, there's tons of good products that are all over the internet and all in the stores all over the country, all over the world. So go get that Nerf gun, but then don't sit on that and be like, hey, I've established a large income. Go execute and buy a ton of inventory. Sell the inventory as quick as possible. Because doing that, a lot of you folks, you've never had $100,000 a month on Amazon, right? And when you do have $100,000 a month, even when the dust settles, I'm just telling you how business works. When the dust settles and the smoke clears, even if you had to liquidate some stuff and you just sold stuff quickly, even if you make $9,500 profit, your company makes that in profit, and you do 100 grand in sales, that's very motivating. It's incredibly inspiring, and it simplifies the business process, because a lot of times we look at all of our data and we want to hold on to stuff. We want to make it more complicated than it has to be. And this is just what I've learned, Joy. Letting go of a lot of facets of my business. For example, I let go of all the accounting. I don't do none of it. And I have a lot more peace because I can focus on just purchasing inventory, or just like the person that's shipping, making sure that they're shipping more efficiently. But if you don't have anybody shipping, folks, don't overcomplicate it. All you got to do is get a friend or family member and have them model you and be like, hey, would you, if it's somebody that's interested in Amazon, all you have to say is, hey, if you can ship for me for 6 months, I'll consult you and I'll coach you on how to do Amazon. Now, you might want a longer commitment than that from them. You might want like a 2-year commitment, because if you have them working well with you for 6 months and they go do their own Amazon business, hey, that may not be very cool. But if you say, hey, you continue to ship for me and I'm going to show you how to get started on Amazon, a lot of people will like that. And plus, if they're a real hustler and worker, that's going to be the personality type you attract, right? Rather than someone that's like, oh, I don't know if I want to sell on Amazon. Guys, you at the event, you're coming to our events because you're very serious about your business, right? Like, it's very practical. Just be serious about your business and you'll start getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys realize the value that you're getting. Devon, he brings it. And one of the things that really is attractive about what he does is, and those of you who are new to Amazon or who've never sold on Amazon, a lot of times there's different methods that people can do. Like, for example, some people can do what's called the retail arbitrage model, which is, go to a store, buy low, sell high. But one thing that I love about what Devon does, which is called online arbitrage, for those who are new, I see some newbies on here. And welcome, everybody. I see some people that are interacting and saying hi. Hello, everybody. And one of the things that's awesome about what's called online arbitrage, you can literally do it in your pajamas. You can wake up, you can spend an hour or two, and look at his cute cat.
Yeah, girl. Look at the little girl right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what Devon does. And you heard him. He's on 6 figures now. As far as, is that like your sales? Is that monthly now, Devon? Where you're in 6 figures?
So I'm doing about 200,000 a month, and we're kind of slow right now.
Okay, so
I'm going to be doing 300,000. Hold me accountable.
Yeah, and that's sales. Of course, you still have to take out your expenses, but still. How many of you guys, taking it from nothing to that, and that's what he's going to be talking to us about, as part of his topic at our event. And just like Devon said, events are where it's at. I don't know how many times I preach this particular, aspect or whatever it is I'm trying to say, as far as you need to be at a live event, whatever it is. I don't care if you're doing Amazon, I don't care if you're selling on Shopify, whatever it is that you're doing. If you get around like-minded people, the energy in the room of being around people who are doing the very same things that you're doing is incredible. And so we are, we don't have a big room held. We have a room for 100 seats. I'm not sure what the count is now, but every single day, I think yesterday alone, we had 8 people buy tickets, and I have several that are about to buy. So, it's up to you. We're doing this. I was, when I was a newbie and I went to an event, people helped me. And so I always told myself, whenever, and I'm humbled by the success that I have. And I'm super happy about how people just reached out to me, helped me along the way. And I said, whenever I reach a certain level like that, I'm definitely going to reach out and help other people. And SimplezonSeller, that's one of the reasons that I do it, is I love to bring together not just the speakers, but the caliber of people that it attracts. It's magical. And yes, Grace, we can do one in Hawaii. I'll come and do one in Hawaii. That sounds super fun. I said, Nate. Well, guys, Devon is a super busy man. We're lucky to have him on here. Like I say, he has his own event Saturday in Vegas. Do you want to, is that like closed, or people can still?
You guys can get in. Go to ultimatehustlerconference.com. So if you click on my profile on Facebook, or just go to Ultimate Hustler Conference. If you're near Vegas in Arizona, or if you can get to Vegas, or if you're going to the ASD conference, you definitely want to make it to my event. It's going to be an exceptionally high-level event. Myself, I'm teaching my online arbitrage secret sauce, so to speak. I don't really teach anything publicly. I teach some stuff, and I go into certain layers of business, but I don't go into the depth that I'm going to be going into at my event. And I may, of course, share a lot of this good stuff at Joy's event down in Houston too. But of course, get to my event because it's my event. It's my first one. And I thank you, Joy, for supporting it. Like, I'm so happy to be having it. So we've got me, we've got Derek and Amy Wagner. I think they're doing a huge retail arbitrage majority, but they've got a lot of online arbitrage. 3.5 million or 4 million they're doing this year. Perry and Kim Coughlin, who are also speaking at your event, Joy. They're going to be speaking at my event. They're like huge with what they do in volume and logistics and efficiency. Like huge, like probably some of the best people in the industry to do it. So they're going to be teaching at my event and they're going to be teaching at your event, Joy. My event's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I think we've got catered food plates. So just to let you know, I think you may not be able to get one if you buy a ticket today, we can probably make that work for you. But if not, guys, like just get to the event. You're going to have a great time. Lastly, we've got Tim Jordan teaching private label. He'll be teaching how to import and some advanced stuff that he does. And how to actually make the switch from being in the arbitrage space to going into private label successfully, guys, because you need a lot of money. That's at least from my experience. And my arbitrage business feeds that money into my private label. So Joy, shout out to you for having me out. Get to an event, people, ultimatehustlerconference.com. Tickets are $495 because the page has not been updated. It will be updated tonight to $995, people, period. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, guys. Like, I'm so high level, people. I don't want to brag. I make a lot of money, and I'm going much bigger myself. That's why I'm attracting good people, and that's why Joy's invited me to her event as well. So you guys are awesome. I think a lot of Joy, you probably have a lot of high-level people coming to your event, and high-level people are coming to my event, and good people, like quality people that want to serve. So get locked in, folks. Buy your tickets, and we'll see you in person very soon.
Yeah, and so again, guys, you know, like what he said, not just Devon, but we have, go and look at this link that you see underneath the SimplezonSeller.com and look at the caliber of people that we are bringing to this event. I mean, I'm very honored that, you know, people are coming. You know, we have somebody coming from Jamaica. We have Chris Green coming, you know, Barrington McIntosh coming from Jamaica. But if you just look, there's all kinds of people. And what's awesome, and we're going to close with this, is it's going to be building upon, you know, like if you're a newbie, come. If you're advanced, come. You know, if you're in between, come. If you don't know anything about it, come. Because this is where you can learn, rub shoulders with people who know what they're doing and that are willing to share the knowledge that they have with you, and not just the speakers, but the caliber of attendees that come. So you don't know who you're sitting next to. You know, you may be sitting next to a six or 7 figure income earner and have no idea, and have access to just ask them your simple questions about how to get started and what to do. So again, we're so thankful that you took out time. Here in LA, it is absolutely beautiful. My kids are going to be coming back here in about 10 minutes. We're going to go hit Hollywood Boulevard and do some touring. But whatever you're doing in the world today, you know, check out this link. You will not regret it. The tickets are going fast. We are filling up. And so we would love to have you. Again, Devon, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. And you guys all take care. See you guys later. Thanks, Devon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, Joy. Take care, everybody.